Welcome back, all you Fabricans and Fleshbags, to the super, not funny show reviews. I am OLD, your resident Fabricant and comment extraordinaire on all things pop culture. And today, I'm going to be reviewing Old, a new movie from M. Night Shyamalan. Apparently, it's no day at the beach. So, was it good? Was it bad? And should you be watching? Stick around because I have opinions. M. Night Shyamalan's Old. It's apparently based on a short story or something. It's about a family, a nuclear family, two kids and two parents that go on a tropical vacation. And while they're at their hotel, the resort hotel, they get talked into going to a special beach that apparently is like off the beaten path and whatever. Yay, we're gonna have an experience. That seems like the thing to do. All's not well in the family. Apparently, there's a pending divorce, and this may be their last vacation as a family. And so, heading off to the beach um, with other like-minded people, they get there only to find that it's not no regular beach. Something strange is happening, and they find that that time is speeding up, well, apparently speeding up for them on that particular beach, and that's where the horror truly begins. How can they get off this beach? So, what did I think about this movie? Well, let's start with the good. Um, a really intriguing premise. I really enjoyed the kind of idea that holy crap, we're in a place where everything's moving too fast. So you're on a clock. It's kind of like it's literally an escape room. It's pretty decently cast, actually. Not a lot of names I know. There's a couple. There's a couple faces you might recognize from other things, particularly among the young people who are, they're kind of moving up nowadays um, in the acting world. But no one, that really stands out, and that's a good thing. This is a movie that doesn't need a big name or a big face to kind of overshadow the whole situation. Everyone pretty much they do a pretty good job of conveying their confusion and then horror and everything as they see, you know, how fast time is actually working on the beach and trying to figure out what they're going to do about it. Um, they, the effects of the horror of the effects of aging and, seeing almost literally seeing your life flash, fly away before your eyes. That's very effectively done and portrayed. Especially as it seems everything seems to kind of speed up as like the older people start really, really, aging and all that. Uh, the effects of aging and all that start piling up. I think that the location is very beautiful. It's a nice looking beach, great waves and all that. Shot very well. This is a good looking movie, really, truly a very good looking movie. Um, I think that it's it's basically an analogy for, letting time slip by and not enjoying the time you have, letting petty grudges and all that other stuff kind of rob you of time. And this beach is literally robbing you of time. So what's really important to you when you have, only hours to live? Um, it also sort of, I guess you could say it sort of subverts expectations when you get to the, down to the bottom of the mystery, finding out the reasons why, and it sort of subverts expectations as far as why things are happening. And so, for the most part, a lot of the early parts of the story are pretty effective, which leads me to what doesn't work so well. Kind of the bad of this. This is a movie that ultimately is underdone by its trailer. Its trailer told way too much of the movie. I mean, it didn't tell the ending, but the ending is a little superfluous relative to what most of the movie is about people trying to figure out what's going on and then dealing with the reality that maybe they're trapped on a beach that's going to kill them within hours. That part that M Night, he's known for his twists and all that stuff, and unfortunately, he filmed this like these were going to be great twists, but the trailer gave the twists away. So what's the point of filming it? It seemed very ridiculous to try to hide the fast passage of time when we already knew that from the trailer. And thus, this wasn't very scary or suspenseful. We just knew, oh, well, you guys are just about to age out. How badly are you going to age out? Um, there is I like the premise, but actually, when you find out what the premise is, it's kind of bullshit. The science is kind of bullshit behind it. It's yeah, it's they try to make it seem like there's some supernatural shit going on, but then they very quickly tell you it's not, or it's something like that. I I kind of enjoyed the idea that this was, the protagonists were being walled in and herded into a certain place, and then they had nowhere to go, and then they they somehow there's just like convenient stuff that happens uh, in their favor, and it's not very obvious why it would be so. This does continue, some pretty tropey. There's some very tropey stuff in here. But there's also some interesting stuff like, uh, you know, the consequences again of old aging and how that will work out. Um, but overall, you know, I would say that this is a movie that's undone. Ultimately, it's decent. It's decent. It's a decent enough watch, but it's undone by, its trailer. Really, that's the problem. Is this is a movie that would be good if you knew nothing at all about it. If all you knew is if somebody gave you a tagline and said this is what this is about, and then you start watching the movie, it will be much better than that. If you see the trailer, it kind of screws up, the enjoyment of this movie. It had a fantastic premise, a very sci-fi fantasy premise that is not served well by its ending. Um, so if you can go into this cold, you might get a lot more enjoyment out of it than I did. But that said, I think it was fine, but not great. So, what do you guys think about this movie? And what did you think about my review? Why don't you get down to the comments? Let me know what you're thinking. Of course, you can always hit me up, supernotfunnyshow at gmail.com or at supernotfunnys1 on Twitter. Get down there, we can chop it up. We can really discuss all about this movie, Old. And hey, while you're in the clicking and the typing mood, why don't you get down there and hit that subscribe button so you can join the Super Not Funny Show family and hit that notification bell so to let you know when we drop new content. And we're doing that every week. We got a couple podcasts going like the Supercast and the Gamercast. And of course, we're going to continue to do reviews because the latter half of this year really heating up. Lots of content coming out. Can't wait to watch it and review it. All right, all you Fabricants and Fleshbags, thanks once again for joining me on this review. Come back next time. I'm going to be reviewing a whole lot more things. It'll be cool. Come check it out. Until then, I've been Moldy Pape, your resident fabricant and commenter extraordinaire on all things pop culture. And I'll see you guys on the other side of the thread. Peace.